like to thank parliamentary group Sudan.
That the way we speak in German?
No, we are in English. No, it is English.
Okay.
Thank you. We would like to thank you for parliamentary group Sudan Kurdish people. Thanks to Mrs. Sevilla Arslan and Mr. Carlo Samaroga for inviting us to discuss, to speak in some situation about our country in Iraq, south of Kurdistan. And it is it's an honor and a profound privilege to down before you today at the Sudan Parliament on behalf of my party Union of Kurdistan and the President Bafel Jalal Talabani and the people of I represented. I bring you warm greetings and solidarity. And we will prepare a summary about our party in south of Kurdistan and the situations about the minority and the government in Kurdistan. And we are pleased to Sudan ambassador in Baghdad 2 days ago to visit our city to meet Bafel Talabani, and we discussed some situations and relationship between the Soleimani and Bafel Talabani, our party, and the Sudan ambassador in Baghdad to some situation about the invest, about this political, about everything that is developed in our country. It is pleasing for us because Sudan's people and Sudan capitalists come to Soleimania to invest. Yeah, it is easy able to just prepare to invest in our country. And thank you for everything. We have a summary reading about the articles. General summary: the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan, Patriotic Union of Kurdistan (PUK). The Union of PUK is the party of Jalal Talabani. Is a social democratic party and a member of the Socialist International and Progressive Alliance. The PUK, as one of the most important political parties in South Kurdistan, has a real perspective on protecting the status on the Kurdistan region, which is based on the right to self-determination, democracy, and human rights. First issue, the PUK's view on strengthening and protecting the identity of the Kurdistan region. The right, number one, the right of self-determination. The Patriotic Union of Kurdistan, PUK, is working to achieve the right of the self-determination for the Kurds in an integrated democratic Iraq and calls for the political solutions to the Kurdish issue on the basis of democracy, human rights, and the constitution. Number two, the disputed area. The disputed area is an important area for us. The PUK is trying to resolve the problems of the disputed areas based on the articles of the permanent Iraqi constitution. Number three, cooperation with the Kurdistan Democratic Party, KDP. The PUK, despite its different policies and views, has been running the Kurdistan region together with the Kurdistan Democratic Party, KDP, since the 2003 after the Iraqi liberation process. Number four, participation in the elections and democracy. The PUK is one of the 22 most influential parties in South Kurdistan, which has participated in the entire elected process in the Kurdistan region, and Iraq has been the main pillar for the success of the political process and democracy. Number five, strategic perspective. The Patriotic Union of Kurdistan, PUK, welcomes all efforts and proposals aimed at peacefully resolving the issue and ending the conflict, especially the issues between Erbil and Baghdad, by overcoming the crisis between the Kurdistan region and Baghdad. The future and expectations. The PUK, led by President Bafo Jalal Talabani, has a strong desire to renew and further develop the democratic process in the Kurdistan region and Iraq. This is what the PUK expects from the future. Second issue, the strategy and view of the PUK are to protect the rights of components in Iraq and the Kurdistan region. The Patriotic Union of Kurdistan, PUK, as a social democratic party and a member of the Socialist International and Progressive Alliance, has played an important role in protecting the rights of components in Iraq and the Kurdistan region over its 50-year history. PUK strategy to protect the components. Number one, the idea of multiculturalism. The PUK is fundamentally based on the idea of multiculturalism and equality. PUK believes that the Kurds were not the only victims of the Ba'athist regime in Iraq, but also religious and ethnic minority suffered a lot. Therefore, PUK works to protect the rights of other religious minorities in Kurdistan region and Iraq. Number two, private institutions. The PUK has established several special institutions to monitor and protect human rights, including the rights of ethnic and religious minorities. Number three, political participations. The PUK has always provided special places for minorities in its lists. At the federal level, the PUK has played an important role in supporting minority protection laws in the permanent Iraqi constitutions. During the ISIS attack, protecting minorities and providing shelters for Yazidi and Christian. New strategy of the PUK. It's a main point for us. The PUK, led by Bafo Jalal Talabani, has formulated a new strategy for the participation of the minorities in the important political decision-making centers and greater cooperation with the international organizations to perceive multiculturalism and peacefully coexistence in the Kurdistan region and Iraq. Third issue, the efforts of the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan PUK to make a successful peace process in Turkey. While the peace process between Kurds in North Kurdistan and Turkey has become one of the most important issues in the Middle East, PUK, as one of the main parties in Iraqi Kurdistan, plays an important role in achieving peace and democracy. PUK's efforts in the peace process in Turkey. First, the role of mediation. The PUK can play a mediation role due to its regional and international position and good relations with the Iraqi federal government and the United States, the European Union, Iraqi, Syria, and Kurdish parties in all parts of Kurdistan. Regional diplomacy. Number two, regional diplomacy. The PUK participates in regional dialogue to promote the process of dialogue between different parties to resolve conflict using peaceful means and negotiations to achieve rights. Number three, international position and strengthening cooperation. PUK, as an internationally recognized party, has a credible voice and tries to strengthen relations between Kurds in Turkey, Syria, and Iran, supports them to resolve their problems and has supported the establishment of platform for dialogue between Kurdish parties in North, East, and West. Fourth issue, the PUK's support for West Kurdistan Rojava. The Patriotic Union of Kurdistan has consistently provided national and political support to West Kurdistan, Rojava. This support is seen in many areas and ways, the most important of which are diplomacy, political coalition, peaceful and civil support for Western Kurdish parties. The PUK has always emphasized peaceful solution to achieve the rights of our Kurdish people in Syria. The PUK has tried to strengthen the relations between Kurdish parties in the West and the Syria Democratic Forces. The PUK has consistently provided moral and humanitarian support to the people of West Kurdistan and emphasizes the importance of unity, which has helped to develop the diplomatic environment and peaceful resolution of issues in West Kurdistan. And as a result of this is the summary. Number one, the PUK has a broad view and a wise approach to protecting the status of Kurdistan region, which is based on several main principles. A. Cooperation policy. The PUK will strengthen its position through cooperation and dialogue, not through conflict. B. Democracy and human rights. The PUK is committed to raising the level of democracy and human rights as a center of policies. C. Peaceful solution. The PUK believes in a peaceful solution to the problems, especially with Baghdad and other political parties in Kurdistan. D. Protecting the international interest despite all the challenges. The PUK continues to protect the Kurdish national interest and defend the achievement of the Kurdistan region, defining the legitimate causes of Kurdish people in North, East, and West Kurdistan. Number two, throughout its 50 years history, the PUK has played an important role in protecting the rights of the minority in Kurdistan region and Iraq. Despite the positive activities, there are still many obstacles and problems that need strategic and long-term solutions, but as a social democratic and patriotic party, the PUK has a historic duty to protect and promote the rights of all communities in Kurdistan and Iraq. Number three, the peace process in Turkey is a historic opportunity for all Kurds, and the PUK can play an important role in creating a peaceful and democratic future in the region. But this requires strategy development, a clear long-term plan, and international cooperation. Number four, and the last number, the PUK has constantly and responsibly supported West Kurdistan. This support is seen in many areas and has had a positive impact on the strengthening internal Kurdish relations and developing peace diplomacy in Syria. We will continue our Kurdish policy on the same path as President Manjalal, and our goal is unity and solidarity within the Kurdish houses. Kurdish House, which is an indication that this support will continue in future. And this is a summary of our party and the role in south of Kurdistan. But the last point we have, as you know, that Iraqi Bas regime in 1988 was destroyed. This is the area, maybe Eastern Halabja city, the border of Iraq and Iran, and we used to chemical mass destruction weapons. We have killed 5,000 people by destruction and destroyed all villages. This is a report, academic report about the genocide of Halabja. I hope we will prepare our friends in the Switzerland and your member of parliament to support this is the article of genocide, because the halal is a symbol of strong symbol of this victims in our country. And the last point, we invite you to see the halabja, to see this is a museum, all of the clothes, and this is a part of chemical Ba'ath regime was used in Halabja, this airport, this airlines, and this weapons, all of them. I hope you will see in Halabja.
I thank you for the invitation, but I must tell you, I have already been in Halabja.
You.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I think we will open now for some questions. We have half an hour to this answer, question and answer. You want to begin?
Yes, as I said to you that we are interested.
No, German.
Wir haben wie ich es vorher gesagt habe, wir sind auch interessiert, was jetzt im Moment ist und was die Forderungen sind, was wir jetzt auch ein bisschen gehört haben. Mich interessiert jetzt mit all diesen Forderungen.
When you speak to him, he speak on
Ja, Sie werden uns das geben. Aber mit diesem Friedensprozess, wie ist die Partei involviert? Wie ist die Zusammenarbeit zwischen den verschiedenen Gruppierungen? Warum ist diese Frage wichtig? Weil Sie gerade auch die Schweizer Botschafterin und die Vertreterin auch treffen. Das ist auch wichtig für das, was Sie übersetzt vielleicht. Es ist ja immer so, dass man auf internationaler Ebene sagt, dass die Kurden kein Völkerrechtssubjekt sind, weil man sich nicht einigen kann, wer dann auch bei den Verhandlungen zusammensitzt. Gibt es da mehr eine Einigung untereinander, dass man gemeinsame Nenner definiert?
diesmal kommt Pagella.
As you know, that this is a relationship between all parties, and the Rojava is come back to this long duration between Manjala and the Rojava, because Rojava is an important part in our country, our society and our country. This is a support between I think in PUK's view, this is an opinion for dialogue and cooperation between Rojava and south of Kurdistan to solution the problems, not by bombing, not by killing, not by just the main issue, the main solution for this issue. I think in our party it's for the dialogue between Hasada, between the Muslim army and this is government of Mashar, and between this all of the parties, all I see all parties of this Kurdish party supported this is Rojava to promote, to develop the situation, to solve, to step by step to dialogue for solving these problems. And this is Rojava is very important for the Middle East, because this is the change the area, change the map of the Rojava. And tomorrow, this Muslim army and the forces in Rojava, it's a good idea about the solution. As you know, that is Peshmerga. It's a strong symbol of different parties.
Also, you support what we have heard before, it is a dialogue that the autonomous region of Kurdistan in Syria is now making this the presidency of Syria?
I think 20 days, maybe 4 weeks ago, I participated in the conference in Khamishli, collecting all of the people, all of the parties in Khamishli to make decision for this Kurdish in Rojava is a unity to dialogue. And if you come back to this, PUK supported Rojava by supporting
Wir haben die Unterstützung von menschlicher Seite, von Geld und von Waffen. Wir haben die Rojava unterstützt bei dem Krieg gegen ISIS und da kann ich den Herrn bestätigen.
And 2015, our parliament in Kurdistan opened the article to support this Rojava. This is articles in the parliament to support the Rojava.
Thank you very much.
This is the autonomy or the honesty. It is your opinion, decision to make the decision.
Wir haben die Kobane auch unsere Partei sehr gut geholfen und wir haben sie unterstützt, die können bestätigen.
از جاری باشور نوری پیری
Damals, ich habe Payade vertreten in Kurdistan, in Suleimani.
Formalize first party in the world, not in Iraq. This is our party establishes a branch in Suleimania for the first time in the world to open the branch.
tamam işte muhabbetini tekliğine başın tekliğine ham parti Kurdistan'ı başı.
Unsere Beziehungen im Moment sind gut und unsere Beziehungen mit allen Parteien aus Kurdistan gut.
Çare ham Kurdistan la Rojava'ya bu مسئولیت کرنا مافیوان حقوقی و آزادی.
Alle Kurden und Parteien aus Kurdistan schauen jetzt an uns an Rojava, damit wir auch die Rechte der Kurden, auch die Freiheit auch erreichen können.
تکلیم به همون پیکاتی سوی رژی باشه تکلیم خود بینشان.
Im Moment unsere Beziehungen mit allen anderen Minderheiten in Syrien sehr gut und es läuft sehr gut.
على تكليم هنا
Mit Alawiten auch.
بدروس الرشيدنا
Drusen.
بعربي السني وعمال أرجع قالت أرجع.
Auch mit einem Teil von Araber, die Sunna, weil die arabische Sunna-Community sind nicht alle einig zusammen, es gibt auch Unterschiede.
Parti siyasi.
Mit politischen Parteien haben wir auch Beziehungen.
Uli Buhana yani Hristiyanın, Yezidine.
Auch mit Religionen haben wir auch Beziehungen.
İşte
Jesiden und Christen.
ruhanın rejimi iklime var serbest Kürdistan'da var serbest.
Nach dem Sturz vom Regime, unsere Beziehungen sind freier geworden mit allen diesen Minderheiten und Religionen und Kulturen, die wir erwähnt haben.
İşte projenin temsilciler, tercihinde bir projenin serte kaldı. Projeyi demokratik.
Unser Projekt, wie wir kämpfen, es ist ein demokratischer Prozess.
Bercavandi geri Suriye dedene, Bercavandi pikati Suriye dedene.
Es hat auch Interessen von allen Minderheiten von Syrien und syrische Volk drin.
Suriye, hamlu pikati bu Suriye ilu jandekın nafazı Suriye ve Suriye navandi.
Alle Minderheiten, die in Syrien leben, sie möchten nicht, dass eine Zentralisierung von einem Regime zentral kommt.
وحمل pikati ji qanaatın navandiye bu Suriye de hebu bu rejime paskat şu.
Und alle Minderheiten glauben daran, dass diese Zentralisierung von einem System, die in Syrien gab, ist vorbeigegangen.
Jbuji nagelek kun khabat لعالی باکو رجلات سوری چیکرین همون پیکاتیجی هاتن داشتار بود نرین خوشی راحت و نزمان.
Und deswegen haben wir auch viele Aktivitäten in Nordostsyrien gemacht und alle Minderheiten in Syrien waren beteiligt und sie haben über ihre Meinungen und Vorstellungen sich geäußert.
Ancak derveci hep Suriye elvecin derve gavandına gihane ve beşi vazit anne kava bağışı.
Und wir sehen, dass mit dieser Methode können wir eine Änderung in Syrien erreichen und auch einen Fortschritt nach vorne machen.
Bu derfe demek Suriye'de hayır. Zemini peşkatini Suriye'de çekiyor.
Und es gibt die Zeit, es gibt jetzt im Moment die Möglichkeit, dass wir das erreichen.
Yani mesela ittifaka bu çedebe gene Suriye razide. Navbera nav hakmata derkide.
Und die Abmachungen, die Sache, die wir mit dem jetzigen Regime in Damaskus gemacht haben, das bringt auch Ruhe in der Gesellschaft und die Einverständnis.
Demokratine Suriye, nenavendine Suriye, Kur'an'ine Suriye deveda devine. Das System demokratik devine.
Ein farbiges System, das alle Minderheiten sich beteiligen für einen demokratischen Prozess, die sehen die Hoffnung in diesem Konzept.
Yani Zubul'un devijin demagan bahsedildiğine yani herkes sağlamı tersaya konkujici enerjici devam ediyor.
Ich habe das alles so erwähnt, aber es bleibt immer eine große Angst für ein Massaker oder für einen
İşte bu hem de fazla hem de adına şikayet ederken Reis Carlos hem adına destek eder fazla.
Alles, was ich erzählt habe, ich meine nicht, dass ich jetzt bei Ihnen eine Beschwerde einreichen möchte, sonst wir bitten um Unterstützung.
Ich habe eine Frage, eine zusätzliche Frage. Diese Verhandlungen der Regierung in Syrien, das sind vor einige Wochen angefangen. Gibt es ein Positionspapier, die der PID oder der autonomen Regierung auf den Tisch gelegt hat? Oder es ist nun jetzt noch nicht
so weit? Deve dialoga nace deve sciamera, yani Rustem şebule yaşamır çünkü deve dokumenti nefsani khati hayye ve tani saqawe ledi nefsi mahali.
نحن اتفاق قوي ابو اتفاق جنرال مظلوم عبدي احمد شارع ابو دي çarşıda bir ittifakıyla Şam'da hele ev Şam'da bu bir proje çiğ Şam'da ki buna bir kusur. Ne bir katliam. Ledi belge desteklenir.
Nasıl ittifak?
Yani tüm bu ben bunu da bir ittifakı bekliyorum. Lede güzel bir kaç kere.
Es gibt schriftliche Abmachungen zwischen General Mazlum Abdi und Ahmad al-Shara, der syrische Präsident, schriftlich festgelegt. Und jetzt die Delegationen, die gegangen sind, die sind am Diskutieren, dass sie verschiedene Dialog organisieren, planen, dass sie auch über diese Punkte, die sie abgemacht haben und das Schrift geschrieben haben, dass sie realisieren und darüber diskutieren.
Diese Punkte sind öffentlich.
أو اتفاقنا بين المظلوم والسلوك السوري أو اتفاق مستوي علنية للسورية.
علنية.
Öffentlich sind 8 Punkte drin.
Heißt denn?
Aber Sie sind, das Publikum weiß, was es ist.
يعني ملاك واحد شطة زمان.
يعني السنة عندنا جاتا.
Wir haben auch bei veröffentlicht. Ich kann auch Ihnen, wenn Sie möchten, kann Ihnen auch schnell erwähnen.
Vielleicht wäre es besser, ein Papier zu haben.
Ja, der Weg ist Karat.
Karat şey, kanun bişini.
Ben können Sie einmal.
Nereden?
Danke.
Thank you for the presentation. I wanted to ask, because we heard some weeks ago that the PKK closed down